Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode, folks. Today we carry on with the breeding. This time around we are on the health mutations, and as you can see right here, this is what we have as far as the health mutations go. So we're doing quite alright. And over here we have 8,000, and so that is the progress that we want. This is what we're going to keep. And oh, hold on a bit, let's try and name this. Nope, I totally failed there. So this is the no, hold on a minute, this is the second mutation in the health mutation line, and we have a male, so 2 times, I'm trying to think how best to word this, HP mutation. So that lets us know where we're at. As I said, once I get all of the babies, I will actually make an updated guide on the mutations here on the channel. This time around, hopefully, I can use actually the Shadowmanes and kind of show how things progressed. So, let's try and get these guys out. This was going to be, in my mind, a lot easier than this. But unfortunately, we're going to have to use the cryopod. And we're going to just chuck them out, and we'll keep the mutation, obviously, and then after that I will carry on with the mutations. I do want to try and get as far as I can with the mutations in this episode, so I'm hoping to get at least, hopefully, 4 or 5 mutations in health. That just means that I get closer to my target of 20 mutations in health. Now, somebody left me a comment in the previous episode saying that yes, indeed, the armor value of the Shadowmanes has gone down, which is a bit unfortunate. And even so, with the original armor, when he did the alpha version of this Rockwell here on Genesis 2, his Shadowmanes came out quite hurt. Now, he did specifically say that they had 20 mutations in damage. Now, I did reply to that person and asked him if he only had mutations in the damage line or also had mutations in health, because if he didn't have mutations in health, then that of course means that maybe the mutations here in health might kind of balance out the reduction in armor. Otherwise, we might be facing a bit of a difficult task. I might end up having to use my battle Rexes, which is not really what I want to do. There we go, and we killed off one of these mutation. So I did store one of the first original mutations, so we did have 2 females, just so you guys know what's going on here, that ended up, I think, being twins. I think, don't quote me on it, but I did end up having 2 females with 1 mutation in HP. I decided to keep them just because it gets me on the way a lot quicker. And so now we are on the second mutation. We stored 1, killed the other one out, and I guess from this point forward it's just a thing of waiting for the next mutation. Well, actually, we have to wait for this one right here to grow. Hopefully it didn't take too long. I mean, it's going to be a long day either way. And then we need, of course, the next mutation. Okay, this is taking quite some time. Been keeping myself busy. And we have over here another Shadowmane. As you can see, we are slowly going upwards with the mutations. So 2 mutations, both in HP. And I was just looking at the gender right there. Just double checking, making sure that we're not getting any stray mutations here. We don't really want to waste the spaces for mutations. So this is where we're at with the HP. I'm quite curious to see with the imprint what 20 mutations in this breeding line will come out to. And this guy's kind of ugly in terms of colors, but that's fine. He's only here to help us get to that 20 stack of mutations in HP. So that's his purpose. That's what he's going to help us with. So this is where our original stats were, just to kind of compare it. I do like to be quite thorough right now. We don't have a egg incubator for these guys to actually tell us that, so it's best to be sure. I did make mistakes in the past when breeding these. I did kind of, it was mostly due to being tired, and I thought I saw something that wasn't actually there, and I couldn't, you know, I carried on with the mutation, the breeding line, and then I realized that one of the mutations was messed up and I couldn't tell where in the breeding line that mutation, that error on my part occurred, because I read the wrong stat and stuff like that. So I do like from that mistake to learn, so I'm very thorough when I do check them. It is quite tiring because it is kind of like watching paint dry, and I say that because yes, I could do other things whilst things are happening, whilst the babies are growing up, whilst the breeding is taking place, but knowing me and how easily I get distracted, I prefer to just hang about here. So what I tend to do is I will set a timer, I will wait for the breeding or the maturation to take place, and I'll watch videos. I might log off and log back in. It depends. I'll do a variety of things, but it's normally with a timer, and I try and stay focused on it, although it is sometimes difficult. Alright, here we are. We have the next mutation. This time around, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, it has been quite a while, but we have the third mutation in HP, so that is pretty darn decent. We are getting close, and I'm actually looking at how many points we get per mutation, but we are at 9,000 HP on this guy, and so that makes us kind of, I mean, thank God we got the red colors, because this was really ugly, so I was hoping that this wouldn't carry over secretly. I mean, yeah, I do want to keep my Shadowmanes with the red coloration, although I think I might combine some of the colors from over there, probably have the rest of the pack as blue, because I think that's kind of cool, and then of course have my main ones as red, so that should be easy to distinguish. I did accidentally press the wrong button there. I was trying to change the name here on the Shadowmane, so my apologies for that, and let's crack on with naming you. So this is a female. We are on the 4th mutation in damage. Damage, what am I thinking? Jesus Christ, I am still stuck in my mind on the damage reading. It's taken that long, and it has literally taken a long time for these mutations to occur. I find it easier with the egg-laying dinos because they don't have that gestation period. You can just lay loads of eggs and then kind of incubate them. Now, of course, I suppose on official servers there isn't really a difference, but I haven't actually taken down the gestation period on the creatures that have live births here on the server, just because I did want to keep the complication. And you still want to feel the sense of achievement when you're doing something like this. I think that's why I've kept it. Okay. Yes, here we go. I am literally falling asleep right now. It's been such a long period of just breeding and breeding and breeding. However, as you can see right there, we have the next mutation. So previously we were somewhere around 9,000, and so this is the 4th mutation right there, and we have the 5th mutation, and I think this one has a really nice red color. This is pretty cool. Yep, so this is where we're at, and this is where we came from. Might as well get you out, buddy. You are a male. Okay, just double checking the stats. What about you? Did we get 2 of them? We got twinsies. Yeah. Now, there's no point in keeping both of them. They're both male. I'm going to get them out of here, and I'm going to keep just one. We're going to crack on with the mutations, but I think for now I'm just going to take a break, because this is really hard work. It is really tiring, and I'll just crack on in the background. Hopefully I can get to 10 mutations by the end of next episode, but this has been a ridiculously long day just waiting, and it's more like watching paint dry, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to finish this episode with a bit of alpha hunting, but for now we're happy with what we have, and we'll just leave it at that. We are 5 mutations in the HP line, which is kind of better than I did with the HP mutations. We tended to get somewhere between 2 and 3 per episode. This time, if you think about it, we got 4, so we're doing better. If I can get another 5 mutations in the next episode, that's 10 mutations into HP, so we'll be halfway there with the HP, so that's going to be a positive thing, and I'm really going to aim for that. But for now, we're done, and after I just put everything away and all sorts of stuff like that, and just kind of tidy up around here, I'm gonna go and hunt some alphas, do something a bit more engaging. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take a Shadowmane with me. I think this time around I'm gonna take the Wyvern. I'm gonna do it from the air. I'm not gonna risk the mutated Wyvern, although it's only mutated in what was it? Yes, in damage. We still have to do the HP mutations on the Wyverns, so I'll take one of these cryopods, and we will need to make some more cryopods. That's something to remember, which I'm probably going to forget, because everything that I need to remember I tend to forget. It's just the way my mind works. So 4th mutation right there. We are on the 5th. That is pretty darn cool. I cannot tell you how happy I am with the fact that I got 5 mutations, or got to the 5th mutation in this episode. That's quite big. Right, this is what we have right now, so I'm just having a quick look. Right, so I'm a bit confused right here. Hold on a minute, what's going on? 1 HP mutation and 19 damage mutations. Oh, I remember, I've kept the 20th damage mutation right here because we're going to be breeding that. That's fine. Okay, that's where I was getting confused. I couldn't find the 20th damage mutation. I think I got 2 of them. 1 I leveled up and 1 I kept. Okay, we have a alpha. Now I'm going to focus heavily on the alpha Rexes because they seem to yield the most experience for the chibi, and we want to get that chibi leveled up as well. We do want them extra 5 levels, and of course this is in preparation for the bosses. We still have the Allen server going up, or up better said. My English is a bit broken, I do apologize. I feel like I'm making that excuse every episode nowadays, but I guess waiting for things to happen and watching paint dry is not always fun. So I'm hoping that the reward here on the Shadowmanes, as far as mutations goes, is worth it. I would be so disappointed if they can't survive the boss fights. And that is why I'm doing it. On the flip side, I do have an army of fully mutated Rexes, so 20 damage mutations, 20 health mutations. We can always resort to that if we need to. No, actually, when I finish this, I think the next thing I'm going to be breeding and mutating, hopefully, will be the Wyverns. I need to finish that off. That should be easier, because we just kind of breed a load of eggs. We decide what we keep and just crack on with the health mutations on that. So once we're done with that, I think I'm going to probably... I would not mind a Dead On, you know. I feel like a Dead On might be a good idea. Anyways, we're going to be testing the Shadowmanes without anything else attached to them on the island. We're going to go for all the bosses once we are ready. So we are getting kind of closer. We are past the halfway point as far as that goes. So very close to making that a reality. The only one that I do fear, if I'm honest with you guys, is the Overseer. I think the other bosses should be fairly easy, but I do fear the Overseer. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Just die, die, die. He's running away, and it's kind of hard to hit when he's doing that. I say he, but I did not check the gender, so, you know. He looks like a he. This Rex looks like a he to me, so it's a he. Okay? Oh man, stop doing this. Problem is, they're also really fast, and the projectile on the tech rifle is really slow. It travels really slow, but it does do a lot of damage. I do like it when you get stuck on cliffs, buddy, and I don't have the confidence of chasing you on the ground because I know you're running away, but you can sometimes be a bit tricky. You are bloody, and you are making me use my ammunition, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but or something to worry about, but I am taking, I suppose, a damage and durability, or losing durability, so to speak. Come on, just die, just die, just die. See, right now I'm making the mistake of overheating my tech rifle, which is not something you want to do. It's just basically time lost, that right there. Come on. Do you know what though? He had some nice colors. I did like that red on the back. Now I need to loot this alpha. We do want whatever he drops, if there's anything good. Of course, we want the trophies, and we want the arrows. We don't have to make them, so that's kind of positive for me. Okay, So we have another alpha. Now we are close to the ground, so what happens when we are close to the ground is that my beautiful wyvern here wants to land. So this one's got a nice little color palette on him as well. The white and possibly grey with the red looks so nice on this Rex. Yes, I know there's another Rex, I see. Don't get jealous now. You're not that important. Alright, come on. Really don't like it when they just spin around in circles. Like, so hard to aim. Now I'm doing this off of the tech suit because it's easier that way. I could probably try and... no, I don't know. No, I think this is easier. Safer and easier. Unless I lag out and then probably land on the ground, and then in which case the alpha will most definitely kill me. Okay, he's bloody, so he's not a high level. Normally high levels tend to take a bit more damage before they get this bloody. But we still get better XP than with any other alpha, so that is actually a good thing. I think the other thing I need to look for would be C alphas, which again can be a challenge. I just remembered I still have a C base here that I need to sort of work on. I mean, my full-on base isn't really anything specifically interesting because I've not really done much of anything. Of course, there's the bloody cat there, a saber. Where is he? I know he's there somewhere. There he is. I don't want to chance it with the saber, but I do want to loot that alpha. Come on. There we go. Anything else? Don't see anything, so hopefully we don't get jumped by anything. I think we're okay. Alright, let's go and grab whatever this guy has. Alright, we got the tooth, head, and some arrows. That's fine, I'll take it. There we go. One more Alpha Rex. I've not really focused on the small fry. So, by small fry, of course, I'm referring to the raptors and carnos, stuff like that. They, at this point, don't really yield that much XP, and we need the Rexes because of their XP for the chibi. I'm hoping to get close to half of the chibi's level requirements to get to the last level, I guess you want to call it that. I think level 6 or something like that. I mean, we are level 5, but we're working towards level 6, I guess, if that makes sense. He's happy just munching away there, and I'm happy just kind of shooting him whilst he's munching. He doesn't seem to be hitting whatever he's trying to munch on, so as long as he's busy doing that, that's fine for me. Oh no, he's running off. See, I was hoping right there. I kind of wasted some ammo. I was hoping that he would just be so... okay, never mind. He's found something to keep himself busy with. That's fine. As long as he's busy there. Well, okay, I killed a turtle. That's kind of sucky. No, he's still trying to munch on it. So we're good. We're good. We're doing really good. Trying not to overheat my tech rifle. That's no bueno. We just lose time with it. I'm just going to unload a load of ammunition into you. And hope to see the marks that tell me you're nearly dead. There we go. That was a 150 Rex. That's why it took so many hits. Let's see what you have. And then hopefully find another one. Okay, just the usual stuff. Might as well. So basically what I've been doing is this. I've been going around the Eden side and just looking in all the spots where I know Rexes spawn, particularly the alphas, and of course some of them are spawn points that I suppose, or locations that are shared with the Giga. So I am being very cautious here. Do not want to get jumped by a Giganotosaurus, but we did find another alpha right here, so that is good. I think we made quite a good progress here with regards to the levels or XP that we gained for the chibi. I don't know if it makes any difference if I use a wyvern to kill these things or tame in terms of the XP that the chibi gets, but I do find it easier to do it this way. Just kind of hover above and start blasting them with a tech rifle. It does do a lot of damage. It's just when they start running away like this is so hard. I wish I had something that could tank them. Oh, I got... Okay, that was my wyvern's wing that I hit accidentally. Okay, he's busy with the stego right there. But yeah, I think for now I'm gonna finish this guy off, make my way back to base. I should be happy with what I've gained so far. I just hope that the stego doesn't actually end up killing the Rex. I want to kill the Rex and gain the XP, so I need to be careful right here. Okay, the trike is down. Alpha's down as well. Okay. Get rid of the stego. I know he's going to come for me, so I need to get rid of that stego. Oh, we also have a couple of nasty things right there. We have a scorpion. We need to deal with you. Come on. There we go. I think we're ready to land. Nope, maybe not. Okay. I'm being hit. Dillo. Oh, that's a... Since when do Dillos hunt in packs? I think that was it. Quickly grab whatever you have. Okay, you had quite a few things. Okay, things are happening. I need to be quick. Hold on, I want these arrows. That's fine. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I heard something that was worrying me, so I might as well go and finish this other alpha right here that was behind me. Jesus, he was not far at all. This could have ended quite badly for me. But I will never turn down a 2 for the price of 1. Again, nice colors on this guy. I do like the combination of white and red on the alphas. They look pretty nice. Hopefully we don't end up getting too close to them by the end, because that'll hurt. Need to be careful not to overheat my tech rifle. Okay, I'm starting to see blood, so that's good. I just kind of wish he'd focus on something so that we don't have to chase him halfway around the map. Come on, just snag on something for me, please. Or find something to entertain yourself so I can shoot you. Okay, we got wolves. That's never a good sign. He's just going around in circles. And I think what happens with the Alpha Rex is because they run so fast and they have such a bad turning radius, they just kind of end up doing donuts. Yeah, yep, there we go. Alright, come on, down you go. It'd be nice if you could tame these. Imagine breeding these for boss battles. I think that'd be cool. Of course, I'm not going to cheat or anything. Maybe there are mods that do that, but still, they're not meant to be tamed, so I want to kind of keep it that way. Just find something to entertain yourself, buddy. You're making this really complicated. That's it. See, just stand there. You're fine there. Okay, careful. Don't get too close to the mouth. Otherwise it will hurt. There we go. So that was a level 95. What is that down there? Do you know what? I am going to leave it as is. A part of me wants to loot that body, but I feel like I'm putting myself at risk and not necessary. So let's get on our wyvern, make our way home, and I think that is pretty much it for this episode. I think in the next one we're going to continue with the HP mutations. I'll try and think of something a bit more interesting to do. Okay, if I can get you. Alright. That was a high level saber right there. See, the thing is, I want these because I don't know what I'm going to need. He didn't have a lot on him, but that's fine. Beggars can't be choosers. Right, with that said and done, I'm going to make my way back to base. It's gonna log out, call it a night. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. Not really a lot of interesting things going on, just the usual breeding followed by a bit of alpha slaughter, but we're doing quite well. We are actually past the half point as far as the Chibi's levels go, so that's good progression, because we just had a little bit on the XP bar, so that's good. Now I think sometimes we get alphas around here, so I'm just going to quickly have a look around and see what we get. I don't think there is anything here, just because of how many alpha Rexes were in one specific point, but you never know. Yeah, okay, I don't see anything. I'm also looking for Gigas. Do you know what? On the Eden side this time around, no Gigas. So that means there's a good probability that the Gigas would be located in the Rockwell side. I might check that out in the next episode. Do you know what? We've done Eden quite a few times. So I'm thinking next time around, in the next episode, we're going to go and scout out the Rockwell side. The only reason I stuck to the Eden side is because after waiting for such a long time for the mutations to happen, I'm just really tired. That's all. It's just, yeah, like, I want to do something, but not too far from my base. But I think this time around, we will go and visit the Eden side. With that being said and done, that is it for this episode. And join me in the next one where we continue with the mutations. Hopefully, within the next 4 episodes, we get our fully mutated Shadowmanes and we can start prepping for the island bosses. Until then, stay safe, folks.